Hi everybody! Today in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a panko encrusted chicken breast with a creamy mushroom risotto and steamed asparagus sauteed in a little bit of oil and some diced green and red peppers. Keep in mind this recipe will be enough to serve two.
Alright, first thing you need to do is put a small sauce pot on high heat, some chicken stock, smash up some garlic, I'm going to peel it, dice it up real fine. I'm going to slice up a sweet Vidalia onion, turn it sideways, and we're also going to dice that up real fine. Transfer our stock to the back burner, keep that at medium heat. Sauteed pan with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, about medium heat. I throw a little bit of that garlic that we diced up as well as the onion. Give it a good shake, get all nice and coated. Break up a few mushrooms, whatever kind you like. You can use a spatula to break them up a little bit more, get them kind of small. A little bit of pepper. I'm going to add some kosher sea salt. And that's our arboreal rice. That's about half a cup there. Give it a good stir, kind of toast it up a little bit. Once again, still on kind of a medium-high heat. Just shake, add a little extra oil if you need to. A touch of white wine. I'm going to cook the alcohol out, so don't worry about that. And we're going to ladle in our stock. Keep the stock hot. You don't want to cool off the risotto pan. So throughout this entire process, we're going to add a little bit of stock and stir with the risotto. So I got a red and a green bell pepper here, which I'm cutting up. And I'm going to use half of each. And I'm going to save the other halves, put them in the fridge for another dish. Clean out the guts more or less. Throw them away. Don't need that anymore. Slice them up in nice slices. We're going to dice. We're going to mince this up really fine. Really fine. Alright, here's our asparagus. Alright, taking asparagus, a great tip I learned from an awesome chef. You just bend them, and where it snaps, that's where you keep the top half. So, they may be a little uneven, but that's the way to do it. Once again, we're going to add our stock to the risotto. And we're going to constantly stir. We want to keep it. The arboreal rice takes a long time to fluff up and become perfect, so a little bit of patience there. Alright, I got a chicken breast, and I'm cutting off all the little fatty little bits and gristle and just all the little things that makes it unpleasant. So you have a nice, pretty chicken breast there. And as you can see, it's thicker on one side and thin on the other, so we're going to change that. I'm going to use a mallet, as you can see here. I'm going to beat it up a bit. What this does is even the cooking playing field, so if it's all one thickness, it will cook evenly. And on a poly cutting board, once again, we're adding the stock to the risotto and stirring. You can see my little cup there of tasting spoons. Taste often, season as necessary. And a little bit of onion and garlic we have, and pepper, of course. Fresh ground. A little bit of salt, a little bit finer salt, not the coarse stuff. Take one egg, a large one, whisk it up. Just a touch of milk. This is a great way of making scrambled eggs, by the way. Fluffs them up really nice. And we're going to put our chicken, it's been seasoned, into a separate container. Add our egg and milk wash. A little bit of Italian seasoning. We're going to make sure everything's coated evenly. Got another sauce pot. A little bit of water on the bottom. I'm going to have it on a high heat. In another container, I'm going to take some Panko breadcrumbs. And I'm going to warm up my larger saute pan. And I want to really coat the bottom of the pan evenly with the olive oil. And so I'm just going to evenly coat each piece of chicken with the Panko breadcrumbs. Make sure it's even, and when the oil is nice and hot, not blistering hot, but medium-high heat's good, we're going to place our chicken breasts, or pieces of chicken breast, onto the pan. Water's boiling in the steam pot. Add our asparagus. In another saucepan, This is going to be for our peppers. Put a EVOO, turn the oven on at about 300, 350. We're going to flip our chicken over, add our bell peppers diced up, as well as some of that extra onions and diced garlic. You can shake, stir, whatever you want to do, whatever you're comfortable with. And of course season, pepper and salt. And I like a little bit of balsamic vinegar, which I keep in a little squirt container. Alright, we're checking our chicken one more time. Looks good, it's nice and brown. It's not fully cooked yet, so we're going to put it in the oven and let it finish off in there. Alright, we're back to our risotto. We give it a little bit of a stir. And we always taste. That's why that little cup of spoons there, a different spoon for every taste. Alright, our peppers were done. Pull it off the heat. Add a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese, and just a bit of heavy whipping cream. This is what's going to make the risotto creamy, very, very tasty. Give it a good stir. We should be on low heat at this point. I'm going to add a couple pinches of diced parsley. Stir that in, and our asparagus is done. So I'm going to take them out and put them in with the bell peppers that we had sauteed down. The onion and garlic, salt and pepper. The pan's still hot, but it's not on a hot burner at this point. Alright, turn the oven off. Our chicken's good and ready to pull out. It's only been about 5 minutes. It's enough to finish it. And another cutting board with some paper towels on there. We're going to let it rest. Soak up some of that oil, excess. And I'm going to cut it in little slices. Because as you know, my favorite part is coming up next, the plating. Alright, our risotto's done, of course. Put a couple scoops of that onto our plate. And we're gonna dress it up with a little bit of asparagus. We had sauteed. And I'm gonna take a few of those slivers of chicken with a panko encrusted to it. Just make it pretty, of course, you know. And I'm going to take a little bit extra of that bell pepper and oil and balsamic vinegar, and I'm going to put it as a dressing on the side.
And that's it. Very easy to do, just takes a little patience with risotto, but once you make it and you try it the first time on your own, you're going to be impressed with yourself, I guarantee it. Once again, thank you for watching my videos. Be sure to check me out on my Facebook page, drop a line, say hello, maybe some suggestions, and until the next video, happy cooking!